This is Tony Holland, founder and CEO of Global Premier Benefits. I'm here with a legend, a champion amongst champions, Mr. Everett Fonay. What's up, Everett? How you doing, man?
What's up, Tony? How you doing?
Good to see you, brother. Glad to have you here, man.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
How's Chicago doing?
Chicago is beautiful right now, and we're kind of on fire, Tony.
Oh, kinda. Don't tell me that.
Oh,
Yo,
wow.
You had your all-time record year. Brilliant, my man.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Proud of
Yes.
you, man.
Yes.
Proud of you. So, where you from originally, by the way?
I grew up in Chicago.
You grew up in Chicago?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
yes.
What part of Chicago?
Oh, the south side of Chicago.
Okay, cool.
And we grew up going through a lot of challenges in our family.
Okay.
And they would overcome. Mom raised us as a single mom. And,
Okay. I understand that.
It's a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
But we overcome.
That's what you do, man. I mean,
Yes.
my mom did the best she could with what she had, I didn't know my father until a couple of years ago. Thank God I was able to meet him before he passed. But I love our single moms, man.
Yes.
I don't know where the world would be without single moms,
Yes,
man.
absolutely.
They had to be the mama and the daddy, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So your mom raised you, and you have a pretty large family.
Yes,
Brothers and sisters?
I have like 3 brothers, 1 sister.
Okay.
And we was raised. My father passed. I was 7.5 years old.
Okay.
And because of some illnesses.
Okay.
And my mother sacrificed the rest of her life to raise us.
Wow.
And we went through some struggles. We went through some challenges from one place to the next.
Right.
And she committed the rest of her life to raise us as a family.
Wow. So how many siblings do you have?
3 brothers.
Okay, got it. Okay.
1 sister.
Okay.
So.
And you got nieces and nephews too now, right?
Nieces and nephews.
Family's expanded and grown.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
And your educational background, you went to college where?
I went to the University of Wisconsin in Platteville.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I originally went to school to become an architect.
Okay.
And when I got up there, I loved the environment. I was supposed to transfer over to another community-based university. And then I changed my education career towards engineering.
Okay, got it.
And that's where I started my engineering career.
What kind of engineer?
I was mechanical.
Okay. Awesome. Tell me what that was like.
Oh, it was very different. When my minor background was in design, and so I had a mechanical engineering degree and with a design emphasis.
Okay.
So when I started my working career, I was on the design side. Got a job at several Fortune 100 companies.
Right.
And I was always in the field.
Wow.
Working in the communities. It was more or less on the utility-based and energy-based companies. And then I ventured out a few years later. I got a job with the government.
Okay.
And I worked several years as a civilian government employee.
Okay.
Top secret security.
Wow.
It was amazing. That's where I learned a lot of my computer skills.
Okay. Awesome.
And I loved it.
Awesome.
Came back home, and we spent several years in the industry. Then the magic thing happened, the downsizing.
Oh, yeah?
And I didn't know what the
magic thing happened called downsizing.
Downsizing.
Wow.
I know a lot of people are familiar with that.
Yeah, I remember that back in the day.
Yes.
It was a common thing.
So I didn't know what direction I was going to go.
Right.
But I was ventured into sales.
Wait a minute, you go from mechanical engineer
to sales because
Wait a minute,
what
mechanical
happened
engineer to
into
sales?
That's correct, because I was tired of the career. I was burnt out. Tony.
Yeah.
After like 25 years, of the pressure tactic. So I ventured to sales, a completely different industry.
Wow.
But one thing happened to me.
What's that?
When I got downsized, I realized I didn't have health care for my family. So I ventured off to an arena to help me with health care and benefits for my family.
Right.
Which led me eventually to getting my insurance license.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so it was unique. So I started off in insurance, mainly in life insurance.
Okay.
Then I eventually got my healthcare license.
Okay, so did you sell like in life insurance, final expense?
Final expense.
Okay.
Cold calling, traditional.
All right, knocking on doors.
Making
phone calls.
Working with American Income Life.
That's where I started, man. Bernard Rappaport.
Yes.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
American Income Life.
I'm gonna tell you something. That was one of the best training platforms for me. I was there 6 years, And boy, they knew how to train you and work you and get you where you need to be. And I thank God for those 6 years at American Income.
Yes, it
Awesome
was a
stuff.
great experience.
Yeah.
You know, so from there, someone introduced me to Medicare.
Okay.
And Medicare, it doesn't sound sexy,
You're right.
but when you get into it, it's something like a community base.
Right.
It's something that people need.
Yes.
Because, you know, these are individuals that's retiring, and they work all their life, and they get their watch or they get their Social Security, but then they need the health care.
Right.
So I worked directly for a company for about 7 years.
Okay.
Stayed there for 7 years, learned the industry. One thing that experience taught me how to do grassroots community-based marketing.
What's that?
Where you don't have to depend on leads. They didn't give us leads.
They give you leads.
They said if you was going to survive in this job, you have to go out there and make it your own business.
Wow.
So it's basically you was working for this company, but you had to generate your own business to keep your job.
Wow.
But you had to sell that one product. So fast forward 7 years later, I was ready to just, hey, it's time for me to step out on faith, which I did. I stepped out on faith, and I found you guys. And I didn't know something like this even exists. And I was, because of my community-based skills that I had.
Right.
And when I went up there on faith, I said, wow, it hit me. I know exactly what these seniors need. They need education.
Right.
Because a lot of people is taking advantage of them. And I'm like,
all the time.
that's not how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Because I realized what was going on with my mom
Right.
and my aunties and uncles. And I'm like,
Right.
wow, what is going on here within this industry?
Right.
So I set out to make a difference. When I first started, I was able to partner with a couple of the healthcare clinics in my area. And we formed some type of relationship in the community. And that's what our agency is centered around. Community-based agency resources is helping individuals in our community.
Wow.
And the platform that I was able to gain from Global Premier Benefits, fast forward, our agency. And I was like, this was Connect.
Right.
It was a divine order for us to meet because it was something that I was searching all my life. To piggyback a little bit, when I left the industry into sales, I was into network marketing, you know.
Yeah, we've all tried that
We all
before.
tried that before. I had a little success,
Yeah.
but, you know, there's something different and unique about that industry
Right.
that I discovered. And the insurance has some similar concept,
Right.
But they actually have something that's need.
Yes.
Protection. This is something that's needed.
Right.
Most people don't understand that.
Right.
So I was able to tie the two together and say, okay, I understand how this works.
Right.
Like I said, it was divine order that led me to you guys because when I left my company in 2014, I had no idea, I had no desire to go back and work for anybody else for the rest of my life.
Wow.
I was in divine order, and that's
Yeah.
when I met you guys.
Thank you. That was a blessed moment.
That was a
man.
blessed moment.
I'm gonna tell you, you're the one that made me come back for a second time to Chicago because I was about done. I had a couple partners that didn't work out for whatever reason that happens, but I had to go through those two other partnerships to get to you. If it
Yes.
wasn't for the first one, led me to the second one, led me to you. I mean, I wouldn't be here. We would have never met. So I think that was a divine intervention.
Yes.
Divine connections,
Yes.
man. Sometimes I said this before once, that God has a unique way to bring the right people in your life.
Yes.
And another unique way to remove the wrong people in your life. So
Yes.
I thank God for that day we met. I remember you talked to me into coming back.
Yes.
You said, Tony, you ain't leaving. And I ain't leaving you. We
Yes,
working
yes.
together. Wherever you going, I'm going.
Yes.
I said, you want me back in Chicago? Heck yeah, we want you back in Chicago.
Yes.
And you named all your agents, said, no, they want you back. They want you back. Come back. We need you. And it was like, and an explosion happened. And I want to commend you. You had your all-time record year. Congratulations.
Thank you,
You got
Tony.
one of the most amazing teams in the country. You just got promoted to SGA. I mean, it's incredible what you've done. What is the secret to your success? Because you mentioned about your grassroots. I remember one of the events you told me about where you gave out the little toy soldiers to the vets. That's awesome. Can you speak a little bit about that and your secret sauce?
Well, my secret sauce is this. Our agency is centered around a total team concept.
So team. It's about the group.
Right. So when I was building my agency
right,
and looking for a logo, I was led to the logo that we have today. And that logo is green and blue with a sun in the middle.
Okay.
And colors mean something.
Right.
Blue represent team.
Got it.
Green represent healthcare.
Got it.
And the sun is on the rise.
Got it.
That was the whole concept of me building a one platform team that's going to change healthcare and the seniors in our community. That's what we're doing.
What's the name of your company?
New Benefits and Financial Services.
Got it. Like it.
So it's centered around a total team concept. No one's left behind here.
Yes.
If they want to learn, they can learn.
Got it.
We have over 100 years of experience with our agents and managers that's here to teach them how this arena works, in particularly the Medicare Advantage side.
Got it.
Some people may say, well, Medicare Advantage, no, but that's the trend right now.
Right.
I mean, if Medicare supplements, okay, but that's the trend right now.
Got it.
I'd like to reach back to one of my clients I spoke with a couple of days ago. She's been with me for like 6-7 years. She said, Brother Fonay, I just cannot continue on this med supplement. She's in her 80s now.
Right.
But it was insurance was going up to $380 a month, and she couldn't continue.
Right.
So I said, well, I told you that you need to be on this plan. And I sat down and explained to her a little bit more because she had that fear factor.
Right.
And then that next thing you know, she said, come and sign me up.
Wow.
And I laid it out to her again. Now she's on board with one of our carriers. Wow. So we have a team concept. Not only do we have a team concept, we have a team partnership relationship with the carriers we're working with.
Right.
And the communities that we're working with, the clinics.
Right.
It's a total team concept, and it's a partnership with our clients. So we're all connected in one, and we're teaching this concept. And that's why agents are gravitating to what we're doing. So when I look at our model creed, we're centered around educating, providing resources, helping them to save money, and bring technology to the people in our communities. That's what we're doing.
Awesome. I like how you did one of your meetings with the little toy soldiers. You played the old Motown music. And it was at a big senior expo. And everybody left the booths of everybody else that came to your booth. You had other vendors that are in our space man, I need to be part of that organization. I mean, you had people dancing, having a good time.
We have, it was a veterans affair.
Yeah.
And something that I discovered, veterans, they serve our country.
Yes.
My brothers was a vet.
Right.
All my brothers was vet. I was civilian employees.
Got it.
But so I honor vets.
Yes, me too.
My father was a vet. My uncles was a vet. I honor vets. But, when they went to the military, I went to school.
Got it.
And my mom gave me the opportunity to go to school and to come back and lead my family.
Awesome.
And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. But not only that, help others along the way. So at this Veterans Affair, veterans like anything related to how they was when they was in service. So my concept, everybody's giving this information here. Let me give something to remind them back in their era.
Right.
The toy soldier, the helicopters, the tank.
I love
they
that.
They loved it.
I love that.
So we gave that
Brilliant.
out, and they were standing in line. Plus us playing their music back in the days that they loved, and they loved it.
Yeah.
And
old Motown.
The Motown. And all the vendors was like, you guys is bringing a different twist.
Yes.
What's going over here?
Special.
They came out, they would see what we was doing. But, it was something that was unique to our agency because you have to come up with creative ideas.
Be unique.
And so that's one of the things that God has given me the ability to be creative.
Yes.
And in this business, you can be creative as long as it be in compliance.
Yes.
So that's some things that while everybody's going through the front door, Tony, we're going through the side door. Not the back door, the side door.
You're gonna find a way to get it. Well, specifically about your experience with Global Premier Benefits. I know you've been with other FMOs and other organizations. What makes Global Premier Benefits so unique and different out of all the other organizations in the industry? What makes them special and unique and different?
It's a family. We have our family reunions every summer.
Yeah.
You get to go on these fabulous trips. I remember the first time I discovered this trip.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't even have a passport. This first time. And my partner, she was like, oh, this is the organization we've been looking for.
Right.
It's a family. We get a chance to meet, earn money, get training, meet great people, have fun, and then we meet at our annual leadership summit.
Yes.
Family reunion.
Yes.
And
I like that.
And
We're going to start calling it the family reunion.
It's
I
a
like
family
that.
reunion.
I like that idea.
It's our agent
family
reunion.
We are family.
Agent family reunion.
Yeah, we're like brothers from another mother.
Exactly.
Right? I like that. So you've shared a lot today, and I really thank you for all you've done. I mean, you're owning Chicago, and I know you're going to conquer the whole country very soon. What you do is unique. It's special. It's different. When I was out at your event, I look at people, and I look them in the eyes. The sincerity of your people, the tears in their eyes. I mean, man, what you're doing is changing and saving lives. Not just for your consumers, Everett, but the agents that work for you. I mean, you started out as a little bitty agency. Now you're one of the largest insurance agencies in the country now. It's pretty incredible what you've done. And I believe that has a lot to do with you as a man. You know, yes, you seized the opportunity that Global provide, but you as a man. You know, I can always tell how good a leader you are based on looking behind you, how many people are following you. And you got people in your team that give their life for you. And that's very special that you have that kind of team, that kind of loyalty. It's like a dream team. I mean, all your team members are doing well, making six-figure income. I mean, that's what it's about. A lot of people get into business for what they can get out of it. You got into the business what your people can get out of it. And that's so special, unique, and rare.
Well, I'm grounded based upon years of teaching from my mom raising me. She said, you always treat people like you want to be treated.
Amen. Amen.
So I have my mother's heart.
Yes.
And my thing is treat people with respect and dignity. You don't have to go out there and try to make the money grind just to hurt a person.
Right.
Because there's enough money in this God's world for everyone.
Amen.
All you have to do is help these individuals that need help. And because the Bible says you help others in need and you give back. I give back with my time, our education, our resource. We give back with love.
Right.
You know, with other things that's needed within compliance.
Right.
That's what we do.
Right. Very good.
And by doing that, they see there's something special that's growing here, because people want to belong to something that's special. When you're looking for agents, I look for agents in particular that play sports
Yes.
or was in the military.
Yes.
Because they understand the team concept.
Yes.
And that's what we're building, a
team
total
concept.
team concept.
Love it.
That's what our logo was about.
Yeah.
Changing the face of how people, or the average agent that's struggling out here, they're looking for a family, connected with you guys, and
Right.
now connected with the Integrity platform.
Yes.
It's incredible.
What do you think about all
It's
that?
it's an incredible movement that people need to be a part of.
Yeah.
And it's just getting started.
So your company, name your company again?
New benefits and financial services.
I know somebody is watching here today, okay, that is excited about what you shared and what you're doing in Chicago. And I know you're duplicating this all across the country now, going to Atlanta, to Houston, to the Carolinas, to New York. I mean, you're
Dallas and Florida,
yeah, I mean,
Arizona.
yeah,
Yes.
my God, what you're doing. I mean, it's incredible. And it all started right there in Chicago. What would your advice be to someone that's watching this now that may be in the same position you were in? They were an engineer by trade, got downsized, looking for a better way in life. They want to get out of that rat race, that rut. They want financial freedom. They want to do better for their family. What would your advice be to them?
Well, they have to discover the world of insurance.
Yes. Why?
Because we're born into this world, we need insurance.
Yes.
when we leave this world, we need insurance.
Yes.
And everything in between, we're going to need some type of insurance.
Yes.
And the Medicare arena is the opening doors to all the other insurance benefits that's out there.
Right.
So what you do in between, we are in our in-between moment.
Right.
So those individuals that were looking for a career change, they want to stop the struggle, whether they're doing it part-time or full-time.
Right.
This is an arena that they need to be in.
Yes.
And especially what we're doing. Now, we're creating a total virtual grassroots type environment where we're able to do this from local or national. That's what we're creating. Our mission is to create a flexibility where you can work wherever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want,
Awesome.
at any time you want.
Got it.
I often reach back to one of my agents. He was working in Miami, Florida, overlooking the ocean and overlooking the skyscraper. I said, "What are you doing? Where are you at this time?" She said, "I'm writing apps right now in my mom's condominium."
Wow.
And the flexibility.
Yes, I love
and
it.
the freedom.
Freedom, oh God.
Because see,
especially those renewals.
renewals. People come to this country because of the freedom and the opportunity.
Right.
And there are tremendous opportunities here, but they're not with the right coach, Coach Tony, and their organization. This is the right team here.
Right.
You're coaching and you're giving back your time and effort. Tony, I'll call you the energizer because you keep on going. but like you said, when I first met you, you want to pay it forward because of what you're going through.
Yes.
And that's a magic word. What we're trying to do in our organizations is pay it forward and give back. There's a lot of talent here.
Yes.
There's a lot of experience here. And there's a lot of people who want to be a part of a team, family structure. They need to be part of our group.
So how can someone get in touch with you right away? I know there's someone watching this now. I need to join. How can I find Everett? How can they reach out to you and connect with you and get started with you right away?
Well, we have a local number. We have and we have an 800 number.
Okay, can you
and
give
our
that to us?
website. My local number is 773-240-9975.
Okay.
Our 800 number is 1-800-530-9262. You can reach us at our website, retiredandhealthy.com.
Say that again.
Retiredandhealthy.com. One word.
That's your website.
So when you go to our website, you're gonna see all kind of perks and music. I love music, Tony. I love music.
You're a jazz guy.
Man, we have something in the community called Education and Entertainment Workshop, where it's interacting with the community. They love it.
Wow.
And we educate them on their benefits, and then we entertain and help them go back to their yesteryears, because music is therapy.
Yes.
Music is universal language. I don't care what language you speak, they love music.
Amen.
And it bring them back to their yesteryears, and it's healing, and you even see people get out of their wheelchairs and start just doing a little twist.
Yes.
So they love that.
Yes. Well, I want to thank you, Everett. You did an incredible job. Congratulations on your recent success, man. You've been a blessing. All-time record year. And I'm going to tell you, you just begun. I mean, you got something incredibly special going on in Chicago, and I can't wait to see you touch the rest of the industry all across the country. So, Everett Fonay.
Thank you,
New
Tony.
benefits. Thank you, man.
Thank you,
You've been
sir.
a blessing. God bless you and your team and your organization. You've been a huge asset to Global Premier Benefits. We thank you for all you do. Awesome job. Thank you so much, sir.
All right,
thank
sir.
You.
Thank you.
Be blessed. Thank you.